Welcome back to the Wandering Wind, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the news, because we got a report. We got Robert Mueller's testimony. Opening statement about his testimony regarding what he can and cannot say regarding his investigation. And people are still up in arms saying that he's doing the same thing that everybody else is doing and saying, I can't answer that. Now, the thing is, unlike Mr. I do not recall Trump or many of the other politicians, Mr. Mueller is following protocol. A lot of these investigations are still pending. They're still being thoroughly run through, and so having even the slightest mention of any possibly classified, possibly under the umbrella of the investigation information cannot be disseminated at this time to the public or in a non-secure setting, like a publicly televised hearing or investigation or whatever. So to say that he's doing the same thing that other politicians have done about burying information, he's not. He's not, and yet a lot of people are still saying he is. The problem is when you disagree with the system, then no part of the system that is supposed to function will look completely transparent to you because of the way that you view the people that run it. Now, I myself, I have particular biases against particular groups within the system because they have been known to falsify or even muddy issues that shouldn't even be messed with, aren't even issues, and yet they are. Like crowd sizes. I'm sorry, but when you say, "Oh well, mine was bigger than yours," you're entering into just another form of a pissing contest. Let's be honest here. Let's be completely honest here. So, what did Bob Mueller say? No, let's not do that. So, Bob Mueller, let me try and find a non-biased article about it. Okay, former special counsel Robert S. Mueller III is testifying publicly before two separate congressional panels Wednesday. And and for the first time is addressing questions about his investigation of President Trump and Russian interference in the 2016 election. The first hearing before the House Judiciary Committee took place in the morning, and the second before the House Intelligence Committee will begin in the afternoon. So let's see. Mueller warns that the U.S. needs to guard against Russian interference. So basically, he's talking about the fact that the real issue is guarding against foreign intelligence, not guarding against possible misinformation towards the president or towards the other candidates or the other people in, yeah. Republicans kept up with their attacks on Mueller's assertion that the president could not be exonerated, arguing that it was an unfair standard that goes against traditional prosecutorial practice. Stacking law books in front of him, Representative Michael Turner sarcastically asked Mueller to point him to any legal code about Justice Department exonerations. Mueller defended that language in the report, saying that Attorney General William P. Barr should know how his investigators came down on the question. You have no more power to declare him exonerated than you have to declare him Anderson Cooper. The statement about exoneration is misleading, meaningless, and colors this investigation. So basically, you're trying to box this guy in to say, oh, well, you're either saying that he's guilty or that he's innocent. And Mueller's just saying, look, I have no power and you have no power to say either way because we don't have the right amounts of evidence, or because that's not my judgment call. It's yours. Take the evidence and then make your decision. So, trying to foist this off on Mueller and saying that, and saying that it's his fault that this is being drawn out. You're the ones drawing it out. You're the ones making this an issue. But Mueller also said that campaign officials who are offered foreign assistance should report approaches to the FBI. I would think that's something they would and should do in response to questions from Representative Terry Sewell about the Trump campaign's failure to report a meeting with a Russian lawyer at Trump Tower. However, Mueller steadfastly refused to endorse Sewell's description of that meeting as illegal or to sign on when she asked if he didn't think the American people should be concerned that 3 senior Trump aides attended the meeting. I can't accept that characterization, he said. He's trying to be the person of the law. He's not trying to make judgment calls. He's not trying to throw the book at anyone. He's just trying to follow what his calling is, as what he described as an attorney for the United States. When he was put on the council, he was put on the council as a guy to present evidence for both sides, not to be the judge, jury, and, God forbid, executioner in that same case. A lawyer does not get to make the final judgment. A lawyer does not determine what the sentencing will be. A lawyer just presents the facts or presents an alternative interpretation of the facts. He does not make judgment calls, and that's what Robert Mueller is. He's a lawyer, not a judge. Don't put him on a pedestal where he doesn't fit. That's the whole point of this. It's not that he's saying he's guilty or he's innocent. He's saying it's not his place. Get that into your thick skulls, America. He's not the enemy. Trump isn't really the enemy either. He might just be as much, if not more, used by the foreign governments as we are. Take the blame and lay it at the feet of the people who actually deserve it. The foreign powers that are trying to interfere with our elections and our processes and make our country even more undermined than it already is. Don't do anything that makes the blame point at anybody else other than the people that are actually at fault. That's when you get into trouble, and that's when you end up having issues that divide this nation. So before you point fingers at anybody in Congress, anybody in the Senate, anybody in the FBI, anybody in any position in government here in America, look at who the influence is stemming from outside of our borders. And then, maybe, just maybe, if you feel like it, place the blame where it lies. I'm just saying, that's just my opinion. That's just my personal interpretation of what I see. If you guys have a different opinion, if you think I'm completely wrong and I'm a complete dipshit that doesn't know what he's saying from, that doesn't know his butthole from a hole in the ground, please, by all means, let me know I'm wrong. Let me know that I don't know crap-a-doodle about anything and just rip me a new one, please. Why don't you? It'd be nice to have more surface space to get everything out of me that's poisoning me, but just let me know what you feel. Let me know what you think. But don't expect me to change my mind, because my mind is made up, and my mind is that whatever the system says should happen is what should happen. That's it. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you guys are being smarter with what you do and not trying to just follow the crowd, because following a crowd is not going to help you at all, and it's not going to make your life any better just by following the majority. You got to strike out on your own, and you got to make your own opinions and your own decisions and your own character. You can't just follow everyone else. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. I love you very much, and I'll see you guys again soon.